Hello wonderful people, welcome back to our show. I hope you guys are okay, even with maandamano. I hope you're well and safe. And so have I. Leo I'm alone in the show, and you can see it's cold, the weather is a bit chilly, and I hope it won't be as cold here. We'll continue with the discussion. So karibu sana. Last time we did bipolar, and we learned about bipolar. We saw the 3 types of bipolar. I hope you guys watched. We promised to continue, and we continue with this, our special edition. Today we are going to look at schizophrenia. What schizophrenia is. We are going to see what its definition, the causes, and really get to understand what this mental illness is all about. Schizophrenia is a serious mental illness. And it involves delusions. These people wanajikuta wako na false beliefs, hallucinations. They see things and they hear things that don't really exist. They can even touch, they are in their own world, touching things that don't really exist. They have this unusual behavior, physical behavior, and even disorganized speech patterns, disorganized thinking. Their world is very different. It's common for people with schizophrenia to have paranoid behaviors, thoughts, and hear voices. It's common for that to happen. Like they may think that somebody's out there to harm them, and is not actually there. They're just thinking that somebody's out there coming to harm them, and they may believe that. So that's paranoia. That happens with schizophrenia. So, as you've said, it's a serious mental illness. It's actually a serious brain disorder that it causes people to interpret the world in an abnormal way. They say things from an abnormal perspective. Actually, utaona mtu anakaa hata mwenda wazimu kwa sababu dunia yake ni tofauti kabisa. Their thinking patterns different, their behaviors are different. They're in their own world, talking to unseen things in their own world. That's an illness. That's schizophrenia. And with this sickness, it's really disruptive. These people cannot continue their life normally. They cannot relate, go to school. They cannot do work. They cannot even be able to take care of themselves. Even take something simple like taking a shower is difficult for these people. Socialization is zero. So they're in their own world, and this takes a toll to the family members, to those who are taking care of them. You'll see that they are always having somebody to walk with them or to be with them, because they can even harm themselves without even knowing, because in their own world they might be thinking, somebody's coming to harm me. Let me take this knife, let me take this thing to protect. And you see, in that chaos, it might turn out to be something very bad. So this is a disease that requires this person to be under watch, to be taken care of 24/7, asikwe peke yake. So that's schizophrenia. That's actually the definition of schizophrenia. So what is the cause of this disease? From my research, there's no certain cause that causes this disease. That the scientists or the doctors have seen that schizophrenia is something causes schizophrenia, but it's thought that genetic makeup or brain chemistry. Remember, we say that our brain is like a lab full of chemicals that are being released. We're okay because there are good chemicals being released. So when there are bad brain chemicals being released and maybe bad genetic mutations as jakuwa sawa, it may cause schizophrenia. And also it's thought that the reaction between genes and some environmental factors can cause schizophrenia. Some environmental factors and maybe genetic hauko sawa, your genes haziko develop sawa, and then unakuta environmental factors keep coming like triggers, traumas zinakuja zina trigger this, and unakuta mtu ana develop this sickness. And also heavy use of drugs. Heavy use of drugs is thought to cause schizophrenia. So those are some of the things that are thought to cause schizophrenia. And when does this actually start? It is seen that from research that is seen that it starts from as early as teenagehood. we said in our previous shows that in teenagehood ndio mtu anaanza kujijua, anaanza kujitambua emotionally, anaanza kujua these are my emotions zinaanza kujitokeza. So during that period, schizophrenia can start from there. Yeah. Between 16 and 30 hapo ndio inaonekana schizophrenia inaanza. And in men it usually starts from late teens to early 20s, in women from 20s to 30s. So it might vary, but between teens, teenagehood and 30s, that is when inajulikana schizophrenia begins. So what about the symptoms? Tulisema schizophrenia, when we're defining it, watu wanakuwa na hallucinations, wanakuwa paranoid, wako na delusions. So it's a mix up of all that. So we're going to look actually what are the symptoms. And as we said, this person might need hospitalization. Ama kama ni nyumbani, akona somebody to watch over them all the time. During this period, this person akona severe episodes of hallucinations, delusions. So a person's safety is at risk. People around them, their safety is at risk also, and they may need proper nutrition, they may need medications. So what do they experience? What are the symptoms? Because they are in their own world, remember? So they have false beliefs that cannot be changed. Uwezi kuja umwambie, hiyo happen, usipigane, hakuna mtu anakupiga. Wao naona hata maybe anaweza turn to you, aone wewe ndio sasa unakuja kumpiga. Because it's already in the mind. The false belief is in the mind. Anaanza kuona sif somebody ataona ni kama ako kwa ocean, ana fly, ana swim, na sasa hiyo anatembea tu ama ana fly, it's what that is in their minds that they believe to be true, and it's really actually false. So those are the delusions they experience, the hallucinations, seeing things, hearing things that do not exist, even smelling, others touching, others even feeling. They may even start to feel like they're in the snow outside, they're in the snow, very cold, and then body temperatures zianze kushuka as if they're in the snow. Or mtu asikia very hot. Na maybe the temperature is just normal. The hallucinations iko kwa an extreme level. So the people with schizophrenia really suffer from hallucinations. Another symptoms of what they experience is extreme agitation. Hasira akikuwa agitated, hasira iko kwingine. They might believe that other people are reading or controlling their minds, and they might want to lock themselves. Mimi sendi nje, kuna mtu anakopo ana read my mind. Ama ana believe that aliens, there's an alien that has come that are reading their minds. Their beliefs go to another level. They have disorganized thinking and speech. When they talk, you cannot exactly understand nini anasema. Kwa sababu kile anafikiria hii kidogo, anafikiria ile kidogo, anafikiria iko jumbled, hayuko organized like a normal person. Yake ina shift from one thought to the next without any logic, without even connection. Hakuna connection. Ukienda kuelewa hii asha shift to another, ukienda kuelewa hii asha shift kwa ingine. So ni ngumu hata for this person kurelate. Ako kwa dunia yake tu peke yake, ni ngumu kumuelewa. Jumbled speech, irrelevant speech, it makes sense. For them, wanaona wako sawa, but for us outside here, wenye tuko normal, unaona, it makes sense. They might even have difficulty in expressing their emotions because they cannot express themselves well. Hutaelewa the emotions, hutaelewa kama hivi vile amekasirika ndio kasirika, ama ndio kufurahi, ama ndio ni kucheka ndio inamaanisha aje. They have problems as well with attention, seeking attention, or even being attentive to one thing. It's difficult for them. They experience memory losses or lapses. They cannot really remember or comprehend anything, or even remember what has happened or what they have just done the last few minutes. They cannot even remember. Then they're not organized. They are not actually organized. They have highly disorganized physical behavior. Utakuta tu mtu ana zone out, amesimama tu. Alikuwa anaenda mali, alikuwa anafanya kitu, all of a sudden hiyo dunia imesimama yake na ako like a statue. Ukimwangalia lakini amesimama, ama ameketi amezone out, ameenda in his mind, ameenda kabisa. So they have disorganized or abnormal physical behavior. This includes inappropriate, repetitive, or excessive, strange actions, or like I've said, like a complete lack of movement. Ako tu statue. You might even wonder, is this person okay? Is he breathing? Is it real? So they have this maintenance of unusual posture. Akikaa vile amekaa atakaa hivyo for a long while, and you might tend to wonder, is this person okay? Is this, nimsaidie kutoka hapo, nimsaidie aje? You know, that's their world. And schizophrenia really inafanya these people to have reduced ability to function normally. Kama tumesema wana experience delusions and hallucinations, so they might not function probably to a point where they will not take care of themselves. So things like taking a bath, going to the washroom might really be a concern for them. That's why we say they need hospitalization or to have somebody take care of them 24 hours every day. Yeah, they have let me say like a negative symptoms, limited speech. Wengine wako na hiyo limited speech or limited expression of emotions. It's kind of limited. Kuna wenye hawana kabisa na kuna wenye iko so limited, and akonge iko so limited, so relating with this person inakuwa a challenge. When wako social withdrawn, this like a negative symptoms, they are socially withdrawn. They just want to be by themselves. They cannot go outside there. Others may not feel safe because with the hallucination wanataka kuwa attacked, so they're socially withdrawn. And these are our people, these are our friends. So what do we do as a family, as a community? What do we do? Treatment is the only help. When we see somebody akona these symptoms, and experience these things that we have discussed, treatment is the only option. Reaching out to a medical practitioner, asking them about this, asking them about what you've seen, how to go about it. And you know, when it is diagnosed early as in teenage years, wakati inaanza, these people can be healed and they can go back to their normal duties. They can go back to their normal lives, and they will grow up to be respectable people in the society, only when it is recognized early enough so that it can be treated. Yeah, so it's good also for us as a community or us as a family or friends to be aware of this illness, to be aware of this sickness. As you said, mental illness yet itaenda tu any moment, ati leo ataamka ako sawa, kesho ataamka ako sawa. Actually, this is a long term. It's a long-term mental illness. So what are the treatment options? So some of the treatment options ni medication with antipsychotic medications, yes, and this will require the psychiatrist to be able to sit down with this person, adjust the different types or the different modes of how to treat this person with. Ni dawa gani itamsaidia kabisa. The antipsychotic medications that they help to put the symptoms chini kidogo. Yeah, making them less intrusive or less disturbing. Yeah, so that hataweze kupata more treatment. Yeah, and you know it with this disease, it may take a long while for them to respond to the medications. So sio kitu ya kuharakisha, ni pole tu, and also the doctor, the psychiatrist will really advise. So working with them, with the doctor, the psychiatrist is really important. And when they do not respond to medication, there's something that is called ECT, electroconvulsive therapy, where the doctors wanna inject small pulses of electricity in the brain to stimulate and to put down, to lessen the symptoms of schizophrenia, yeah. And therapy also, in line with medication, the talk therapy, as you've been saying, mental illness inataka sana talk therapy. Talk therapy inasaidia people to normalize their thought patterns. Aweze kujua how to speak with people, aweze kujua how to understand himself. This is how I behave during this time, this is what I do. Yeah. And also handle stress. These people are taught even to handle stress, because stress can be a trigger. Yeah, they are taught to handle stress and how to know early warning signs of a relapse, so that wasirudi hapo. Talk therapy is really important in treating schizophrenia. And also family therapy. For a family that has one person with this illness, they need family therapy. Family therapy offers support, insight, and awareness. Itawasaidia even being in groups in groups of people who have this sickness in their family. Inasaidia kuongea na kushare out, kujua how you handle it is also important. And also with medicine and therapy and having our doctors around us, the psychiatrists, there are daily habits that needs to be done, so that to help ease the challenges of schizophrenia. So one of them is stay focused on your treatment plan. Isi ugonjwa atitaisha haraka, sio kama zile zingine tumekuwa tukidiscuss. Hii ni long term. Ndio huyu mgonjwa wetu apone. Stay focused to your treatment plan. Stay focused to your treatment plan. Tell your family members or friends or your goals or what you want to achieve. Talk to your family members. Family members, let's talk to this person. Let's encourage them. Let's help them to stay focused on the treatment plan. And also, when you see that the symptoms may lessen, do not move out of medication. You said in your ugonjwa inakaa for long. So, tusiondoke kwa medication. Take the medicines as directed. Do not buy over-the-counter medicines, over-the-counter nutritions or herbs. No, stick to what the psychiatrist may advise. And also there's something called a medication calendar. Unasaidia this person, this patient, could walk through a medication calendar. Yeah. And also, as you said, talk therapy inasaidia patients kujua how to express themselves. So inawasaidia hadi kujua their warning signs, so that they may know. So the daily habits, one of them is know your warning signs. Jua trigger, ini trigger, ni avoid your trigger. Let us know. Let us know the triggers, so that you can rise and get out of it. Ukiona trigger inakuja, you get out of it. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Take care of your physical health. Exercise. Take your waters. Take your veggies. Eat healthy. Even as the psychiatrists that advise you work with a nutritionist, work with a nutritionist. It's important to eat nutritious food, to exercise, to follow a regular pattern. Yeah, in talk therapy, pia wanafunza kufollow a regular pattern. It is important to do that. Do not smoke. Do not use alcohol or other drugs. Stick to what the doctors have said. And also incorporate relaxation or stress management techniques. Stress is a trigger for these people. So incorporate stress management techniques. Do regular activities like stretching or walking. Yeah, do that. Or meditation as well. Meditation will help for these people to have an inner journey of themselves, for patients to have an inner journey with themselves and get to know who they are at a deeper level. Inasaidia. As you said, join a support group is important. Share stories. Share your stories. Do not be ashamed to share your story. Do not be ashamed. In this way, you will be able to grow and be strong and overcome, and you will even be able to advise another family on how to be strong. Yeah. And how to go through, connect with others. He said schizophrenia inafanya these people to be isolated. But even with medicine and talk therapy and these daily habits, connect with people, learn from people. Let people learn from you and learn from others. Connect with them so that uweze kuji-educate na uweze grow stronger. Educate yourself, educate your family, educate your community with this your sickness. this will really help the society not to stigmatize. You know, some of the facts I came across is that people with schizophrenia who wanakuwa stigmatized sana. They often suffer discrimination and also violation of human rights zinakuwa violated sana. So when we talk, when we connect, when we share, when we speak out, this discrimination itaenda chini, stigmatization itaenda chini, na our patients hawatakuwa kinyimwa violation of their human rights. Yes. Another fact is there's a wide range of effective care that is available. It's just us to hold the hands of our patients, tuwashikilie, tuwapeleke kupata medications. And he said one of the facts is 1 out of 3 people with schizophrenia will receive the treatment and they will get healed. And they will get better, not even heal, but get better and be able to live and go back to the society and be people. So guys, that is schizophrenia. We've seen the definition, we have understood what it is, the causes, the symptoms, the treatment plan together with the daily habits to do. So I believe with all this, having been discussed all this, having been made aware of all this, tutaweza kusaidia our patients at home and those who are in the hospital suffering from this disease, or anybody who suffer from this disease. Tutaweza kusaidia, tuwarudishe back to the society, back to their families, by taking them to a psychiatrist, by taking them to the doctors, so that they receive the proper kind of help. Sio vizuri kwa stigmatize, sio vizuri kwa discriminate. So let's be aware, and that this is what we are doing, creating awareness. Ndio our people, they should not suffer. So hata sisi as families tusiko tuna suffer with this. So guys, thank you so much for taking this journey with me. Have been alone today. My co-host has another engagement elsewhere, but I hope the next time tutakuwa pamoja so that we can be able to talk with you guys. I'm so blessed to have you guys. Until we meet next time, stay blessed and voila.